One of the conditions of the armistice signed in November 1918 was that the Germans had to get rid of the Kaiser and instead put in place a new democratic government. It was one of President Wilson's big ideas, democracy in Germany. The man they chose was President Friedrich Ebert. He and his Weimar government came in and they tried to democratise and run Germany. The question on the syllabus is very, very clear. Was the Weimar government doomed from the beginning? Even before the Treaty of Versailles had been signed, there were plenty of people who were not happy about there being a Weimar government, about there even being a democracy in Germany. On the left, the far political left, you have people who are communists, people who want there to be no democracy, they want no government at all, the people leading themselves. Communists wanted to take over Germany, get rid of a democracy, just have a complete communist utopia where everyone is equal. There is no government, there is no hierarchy. The leaders of the communist movement, there were two of them, Rosa Luxemburg and Karl Liebknecht, and they planned in January of 1919 to overthrow the government. And they, along with a couple of hundred of their followers, tried to do just that. They took over a couple of key buildings in Berlin and they tried to get rid of the government. Now, President Ebert obviously wasn't happy with this. He ordered a very swift response. He ordered the Freikorps, those members of the German army who still had their guns, who still had their training, to come in and get rid of the Freikorps. Now, the Freikorps were not left-wing like the communists. They were ultra-right-wing, at the opposite end of the political scale. They hated communists. So they were only too happy to come in with their guns and their bats and their fists and beat up and intimidate and try and get rid of these communists. Within 2 days of Ebert giving that order, all those communists had been pushed out of Berlin. They'd either been arrested, badly beaten up, or killed. Luxemburg and Liebknecht themselves were arrested. They faced a 20-minute trial, a bit of a show trial, and were then executed. Although Ebert kept in power and he kept control of his Weimar government, and as a result in control of Germany, the Spartacist Uprising, the communist uprising, was a tremendous failure because it showed, one, that people were not happy with Ebert and his government, and that two, they were willing to go to extreme lengths to try and overthrow the government.